Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Gullit. Rummenigge. And the counter is on. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Insigne tries to play it through. Looking to play him in. Skims one in. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here comes the corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Somewhat off target. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, Red, nice interception. Bayer Leverkusen yet to have an attempt on goal. Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ah, that's a fine interception. And that has been clubbed away by a Leverkusen looking to pass their way through.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied.
Goes for a shot! Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a pretty loose pass. Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Looking for the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Pele. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great defending, strong and determined. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rodri makes the interception. Well, they could break here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pele, lovely pass, but... And the finish! That is just brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He's found a way past. Now it's Pele. Oh, well played. Seedorf. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And the through ball. And this is Insigne. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lorenzo Insigne is offering a wry smile there.
And he's managed to get free. Gullit picked out brilliantly. And he shoots! Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. And this is Gullit. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Over to the left. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now here's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Mateus. And he's only too happy to take that back. Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's lost his man. Vieira! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lorenzo Insigne. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So we've reached the hour mark. That's good running with the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, nicely intercepted. Now, can they get him away? He's found some space. Shoots! And it's come back out to him. A truly spectacular effort. Speculative, yes, but he's entitled.
It's clear there was only ever one thing on his mind, Peter.
Lorenzo Insigne. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Lorenzo Insigne usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
That has not gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 22, Mateus, number 10, Messi, number 1, Gullit.
Roberto Carlos delivers, cleared away, opts to play it back.
Coming on the field,
Alvarez is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Aims beyond the defence.
Neymar, Del Piero.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lorenzo Insigne. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Bayer Leverkusen are down to 10 men.
Substitution in progress.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. "75 minutes played. Bale puts them all in. Maldini can get it clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to complete the turnaround. Terrific save by Abbiati.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Swings it across. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked it up out wide. Beckham to take it as usual. Thuram tries to clear. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Baresi. Cafu. That's Beckham. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ah, he's given it away. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Oh, such a clever touch. Takes a shot! Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Bale, can he get it through? And that has left him in a heap. Goes down, but nothing given. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way. Real chance! Davids. That's an imaginative pass. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he
ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Nicely shaped ball, nicely intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. It's Pedri. Mbappe. João Cancelo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He shifted it to the flank. He's found the way through. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Ball is over the line. Odo. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Davids. And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. O'Shea. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it out wide, back into the middle. Cruyff. He's gone for goal! Cruyff! No one quite like him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Batistuta! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is And
Batistuta! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And it's Roberto Carlos. So Very nearly half an hour gone here. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Batistuta. That's tidy. Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Davids goes on a charge down the left. And here's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Played into space. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good spread. Played back in. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cruyff. Davids. Back into the middle. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And this is Messi. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Batistuta attempts a clearance. Chance for a shot! Fantastic from Davids! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Davids really has looked sharp, hasn't he? I get the feeling he fancies himself against this defence now.
Bayer Leverkusen take the lead. And the first 45 minutes are up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He's a sharp little ball here. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner. That has been knocked clear. Baresi. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Great vision. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cafu?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Crosses in it. Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Ibrahimovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Yamal, looking tidy in possession here. Just about up to the hour now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Roberto Carlos concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Pedri. Very nicely done. Played out towards the right wing. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Cruyff. Now it's Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cafu. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. He's got away. Played in. Big header! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Cambio de jugadores en el Bayer Leverkusen.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Bayer Leverkusen go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than...
It's a mighty effort! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
El dorsal 13, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 14. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And that should get the job done. Rijkaard. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Out of play for a throw. And it's Otto. And he's whipped to the... He gets big! Best. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Dani Olmo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That pass has been well intercepted. Mateus. O'Shea. Mateus. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Foot in. Looking for options for movement. Yamal looking to get on the end of this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. Just 5 minutes left. That is ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. And Yamal.
That's going in strongly.
João Cancelo has been caught there. It's a foul. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And the number on the board is 3. Seedorf. Adriano can be a real threat inside. Goes for a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Bayer Leverkusen presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic, and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Rummenigge is carrying after that one. Pirlo. And it's Nedved. Great chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Quickly taken. Too close for comfort. Baresi. And it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. Now that's well seen too. O'Shea. And here's Cruyff. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Here's Rodri. Seedorf. Tries to pass it through. Vieira. Pirlo. More and more pressure on the ball here. And Mateus. Looking for the run. Can he get it through? And he's on his chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. He's in a great position here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cafu. Baresi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Can he spark a counter here? That has not gone well. Vieira. O'Shea cuts it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Corner it is. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good play. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cafu. Baresi. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Baresi gets a foot in here. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Baresi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Mateus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vieira. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Nedved. That's a good ball. It's Nedved!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
O'Shea. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Driving on and making good progress. And that's another good win of the ball. Nedved. Pirlo. Messi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he's intervened well there. Vieira. And it's Nedved. Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Cafu gets into a good position. That's really well cleared. Now he's off and running.
2 added minutes has been
Roberto
indicated.
Carlos wins the duel this time. Oh, no joy this time.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Always onto this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Mateus hurtling down that right flank. Seedorf. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Cafu. Baresi. Rodri. Roberto Carlos. Oh, nice touch. And it's Rodri. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And claimed it back swiftly. Over to the left. He is through here. That looks a good cross. And he's there to belt it away. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, well measured. Rummenigge. Cafu.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Messi. Lovely feet. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Rodri. And this is Ibrahimovic. Driving forward. And here's Ibrahimovic. Davids.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos delivers some mighty effort. Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Bayer Leverkusen can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Out to the left it goes. Lorenzo Insigne. Bale. Oh, such a clever touch. He's found a way past. Bale proves just a little bit too strong.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Nedved. Bayer Leverkusen can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So time for change, 19, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 21, Mateus. Number 17, Nedved.
Defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 10, coming on the field, number 4, Roberto Carlos. Number 24, Yamal. Number 9, Gullit. Number 23, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 30,
Roberto Carlos. Played in, but oh, what a climb!
Bayer Leverkusen really have been second best here. Second to every ball, and it's...